What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to talk about a few different things and a video review on NTRR, which is Neutra Corp. It is an OTC stock traded over the counter. So they were nice enough to go ahead and send me a few of their products just to do a review. I just want to start off by saying, I'm not sponsored by this company. They're not paying me to do this. I literally just thought it would be fun. I saw somebody talking about it, and I was actually looking into the company myself, saying, this could be, a pretty good opportunity down the line. And I reached out to them, and they said, yeah, we'll send you some. We'd love to hear what you think. And I said, can't beat it. Let's go ahead and do it. So we're going to talk about 3 different products they sent me today. Talk a little bit about the company's website, how to purchase it. I'll put all of that down in the links if you want to look into their, product line and so forth. And we're going to talk about, their expansion, what they're trying to accomplish and so forth. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, so the first thing I have pulled up here today is their website, which you can go and check out as NutraInc.com, Neutra Corp, and it basically says, they specialize in CBD products, Delta 8, a lot of alternative cannabinoids, and, as far as, I'd say health and wellness, working for athletes, or, if that has anybody with pain management, this is a good alternative to different medications and so forth. But, you can read a little bit about it here as we kind of go through. And, this company, since they've only been around a little over 10 years, they are starting to expand greatly, which I'll show you in a PR towards the end. But like I said, we're going to cover 3 different products. One, which is an actual cream that you can apply. So if you have any pain in areas and so forth. Another is a CBD gummy. And the third one is it's a Delta 8 gummy, which... We're going to talk about that one. But, just the company as a whole, it is traded on the OTC market. So as you can see here, I pulled up the chart, NTRR. It's been channeling throughout, let's see, 007 up through 0010. It's even touched 11 a couple times, but accumulation actually looks really good. So just from a chart perspective, it is kind of being traded within that channel. I'm sure the company wants to get a little bit higher, and I think that is very possible with what they have coming. But, you go through read the product, the about us, their projects, and, everything they're working on. This is their Twitter, and so they're very active on Twitter. They're always putting out updates, discounts and so forth, checking out their Instagrams. And then, as far as Vivis Racing and so forth, and we'll cover a couple of the websites as well. So as you can see here, Shop Vivis CBD, and this is actually what I had tried here. It's a hemp-derived broad spectrum, and then the DD Wellness, and you can see they have a few different products. So this is the one they sent me to try, which is a DD 25 milligram hemp-derived Delta 8 gummy, and that thing was something. But, in a recent PR they put out August 18th, which is just, a few weeks ago, and they basically said, our subsidiary DD Wellness announced it has released its premium vape kit and so forth. But this is cool down here. So this product is manufactured by Vivis Corporation here, and it's available over 150 plus retailers in 17 states and so forth. So they are growing, they are shipping out this product, and, they are putting out press releases and so forth. Now, I know in a lot of the OTC market, you have a ton of CBD companies and so forth, and it is overlooked often because there's not too much speculation behind it. But if this company starts rolling and they're adding more subsidiaries, acquisitions, and so forth, this thing can really, really start going. Like I said, not financial advice, just figured I'd check them out. They sent me the products to try. So let's go ahead and get into that. So let me just pull this back up. So the first thing they sent me, like I said, they sent me the cream right here. I don't actually have any sort of injuries and so forth to try it. I did have a sore muscle, so I put it on, and it actually worked really well. It took about, I'd say, 10 minutes, and you got that kind of like cooling effect, and it tingles a little bit, and it helped dramatically. I actually have a family member who has, disc problems in their neck and, back problems, all kinds of sorts of stuff. So they actually use this, and they said it helped dramatically. In fact, they were asking me where to buy it. So that's the thing, it's like a lot of these companies on OTC and, pink markets and so forth, they just need a little bit of love because there's so many of them, not enough attention in a retail-driven market. But I think that's pretty cool, especially because this stuff does work. And the second one was this here. So this is the CBD gummies, and this one is the broad spectrum 0 THC, 50 milligram, and it's a total of 500 milligrams in the bag. So I generally sometimes, we're getting older nowadays, approaching 40 here in a couple of years, we'll use an ibuprofen before bed just to kind of relax, loosen up a little bit. But I actually tried one of these instead, and it's almost a very similar effect. It kind of chills you out a little bit and just kind of relaxes you and so forth, but didn't do anything crazy. Wasn't anything that was going to make me nervous to try. Now these are, and I'll put it up here at the camera, as you can see. Focus. They are 25 milligram Delta 8, 10 gummies in the pack, and I think they go for like $20. Looking at their website, let's just go and pull that back up real quick. Yeah, so it's about $20. And I was actually nervous to try these because I don't smoke anything, and I don't do any sort of cannabis or cannabinoids or anything like that. So it was I'm kind of like a fresh person to really give this a shot at. And I was very nervous because I was like, oh man, if this thing sends me into oblivion, it's not going to be good. So I sent it to a friend. I said, hey, try this for me before I go ahead and do it. And he is I'd say an MJ user and so forth, smokes the whole nine, good friend of mine. And he said, I kind of chilled him out, put him in the zone, he relaxed on the couch, and he said I should be fine. So I'm like, okay, let me try one more. So that family member that I have that told you that, the cream worked really well, I was like, look, try one of these for me. And so this family member tried it. They took one, and I think it took about an hour, hour and a half, and they were blasted. So I was like, oh wow, this is going to be crazy. So the experience that person had from it was their pain did completely go away, and it is somebody that does have a lot of pain from discs and neck issues and so forth throughout their years. And they said the pain completely subsided. Lasted several hours, 3-4 hours. Made them have an well sense of being, just overall like happy and so forth. So I was like, okay, it made me feel a little bit better. But I was like, I cannot take a whole one of these. Like, there's just no way. So I was like, I'll take like a third to a half of one. And that's what I did. So, I'd say it was about 8 o'clock at night, and, right around 9-ish, 9:30 is when I could start to sense a little bit of a difference, and basically went from this to this for a little while, to where, it was just hanging out on the couch, just watching TV, having a good time. Then, I'd say about an hour later, kind of went into this mode here, to where full chill mode, did not want to leave the couch. And like I said, it is something that, I have not experienced before, so it was a little different to me. And, but anybody, that is dealing with health and wellness and so forth, it is a good alternative, depending on the state that you live in, to try something different. And, this is something I think that, could help a lot of people. But yeah, so overall, and then eventually I went to bed and so forth, but, we'll recap the 3 products here too. But yeah, this thing it's got some power to it. So, if not somebody who has used something like Delta 8 before or anything like that, I would definitely say try something smaller just to kind of ease yourself into it. But yeah, any aches, pains, whatever you have, it is gone. It is gonzo for, a while. So, definitely check into that. But yeah, let's get back to the normal part of the video. All right, so, basically we had the reviews on the 3 products. Cream works great. Didn't notice too much with the CBD gummies. It's something that I haven't really tried before. I did feel very mellow, very relaxed. These things, like I said, if it's something you haven't tried before as an alternative medicine to, pain and pain management, or just health, well-being, depression, and so forth. And like I said, I'm not a licensed doctor, so, I can't go ahead and tell you to try this, but, it is something you can look at the company, and maybe it's something that could help you. So, I definitely had fun doing this. It was a fun review to go through and give my opinion on these three. And just from a standpoint of an investor too, if you were to invest in this company, right now 7/8 and trips, it is pretty bottomed out. They do love to put out news. They are active on Twitter and social media and so forth, so definitely check them out. But hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to comment, subscribe, give me some love down at the bottom, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.